to our 2015 Winter Concert. I think you really appreciate, thank you, have a seat. I think you really appreciate our concert tonight. The students have worked very hard, and I really think this will be one of the best concerts we've ever done. I think you'll agree when we get to the end. It's totally amazing. If you're new to the high school, welcome. We're glad to have you here to see what the program is like. We have 3 different orchestras. We have the Sinfonia Orchestra on stage now. We have the concert orchestra on one side, they'll be coming up later, and the symphony orchestra. And as you move from one group to the next, you should notice an increase in the difficulty of the music. And students move from one orchestra to the next by audition. The goal of the Sinfonia Orchestra is to refine the skills that they've learned in middle school and ultimately prepare them to audition and eventually move to our highest, most advanced group, the symphony, which plays professional level literature. So I wanted to take a moment and acknowledge Nancy Cohen and Joe Mulheron for the very nice programs that they made for tonight. Much appreciated. Nancy did the cover art and organized the material on the inside. Joe Mulheron printed off over 1,000 of these for our concert tonight and the middle schools next week. So please, we do these for you actually. These are meant to be keepsakes. Please don't leave us with extras. At least take at least one home on your way out the door today. Let's see here. As you may have seen from the program, we've had the pleasure of working with a student teacher from Wayne State this year. Her name is Ms. Natalie Frakes, and she'll be conducting for a large part of the evening tonight. She's done an outstanding job with the students, and in fact, one of her major projects for this semester was to select and then teach most of the music that you're going to be hearing tonight. And that's very unusual for student teachers. Normally you wouldn't trust a student teacher to do that, but she's really been amazing, done an outstanding job this semester. So you'll be seeing her up here shortly. Well, thanks again for your continued support of our award-winning program, and we hope you enjoy the show. Orchestra. We now have winds and brass in the back as well, and we're very happy to have them with us. These are students who normally would meet in band in second hour at the same time that we do, but they spend once a week to come over and join us, and then near the concert they'll spend several rehearsals with us, but a lot of the work that they do is outside of their class time, and we really appreciate that because it allows us to put together a much better presentation. It's much better music that we get to play. So very nice to have you with us, band students. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for coming tonight. Before we continue with our program, I wanted to introduce myself and say a few words. My name is Natalie Frakes, as Mr. Robertson said earlier, and I'm his student teacher. I've learned more about music, education, life, and everything else with Mr. Robertson and his orchestras than I have during my entire college career, and that's saying a lot. I want to give my sincere thanks and gratitude to Mr. Robertson for all the hard work that he's given me and his orchestras. I thank the students for being so awesome, and all of you for coming tonight. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, why don't we take a moment while Richard and the crew set up the stage for Symphony Orchestra. Why don't we do the 50-50 raffle? So if we could get the house lights just a little bit higher. You have a ticket. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Eric Lewis on behalf of the Berkley Orchestra Association. Tell us all about it, man.
I did.
On behalf of the BOA, I'd like to thank you all for participating in our first 50-50 raffle. It's a rousing success. I have not an envelope, but I have cash. I have $276 for the lucky winner of tonight's 50-50. So I've got these all mixed up here, and we're ready to go.
My wife's in the audience. I'm hoping she bought a ticket.
Okay, the winner tonight is a red ticket. If you have a red ticket, get ready. It's 500-1041. 500-1041. If you have it, come on up.
I don't see anybody that has winning tickets. Oh, yes.
Thank you very much, Eric. Well, I have quite a few thank yous to get through here while they're setting up. Okay, let's start. Anyway, first of all, I want to say thank you very much to Dynasty Flowers for doing all this stuff here. I walked in on Monday. Let me tell you about it first. I walked in on Monday and I slapped down a picture of the Vienna Philharmonic, and I looked at their stage and said, I want that on my stage. And she said, no problem. So Sue Klein, she was laying out buckets across the store and figuring it all out. They did this at like close to cost for them. They made very little money off of it. Very, very nice. So thank you to Dynasty Flowers. To make tonight's performance run very smoothly, we have a few people behind the scenes doing things. We have Mr. John Hopkins, our auditorium manager. Sarah Denoyer from the Berkley School District and her film crew are here recording things for you guys, so you can see it on the video channel. And special to get the sound, just so Mr. Mike Coppermeyer from CMN TV is a friend of mine I work with in other places as well, and he videotapes a lot of things for Berkley. He said, you know what, I'll come in, and he came in and rigged up all the microphones to make sure that the audio on the recording would be good enough for what we're doing here. So, outstanding job for those people. Thank you so much. Let me go through a list of names here for you. These are different people that you see in the background donating their time to help your students and make the program better. The 50-50 raffle, we had Liz Rogner, Eric Lewis, Jan Alpert, and Mike Collin. They were selling tickets. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Those are the people I knew about. But thank you very much. In the back, we also had Ms. Nancy Cohen, who was selling the clings. I call them bumper stickers, but I guess they're clings. Well, anyway, she was out there selling those. So thank you so much to those people who are helping support your program. Thank you. Very important, don't want to miss it here. You'll notice that the students look very nice. They all are outfitted with formal dresses and tuxedos, and we couldn't have done any of that without Miss Elena Gross. Are you here tonight somewhere? Wave at us. I don't see you, but thank you very much. She came in since the end of last year and organized things, and came in, did all the students. A lot of work went on. We have about $10,000 worth of wardrobe, and she took care of that. So very, very nice. Just want to talk about our administrators just a little bit. I want to go down the list and then we can applaud at the end. Our administrators here at the high school have been very supportive. Mr. Randy Gowell and Ronald Kane, who I believe is here tonight somewhere. And also Andrew Meloche, our three principals here at the high school, along with Mary Beth Fitzpatrick at the board office. Just a couple of things that you should know about. The equipment that we use is very expensive. It's all it's handmade, it's hand carved, one of a kind. It's not machine made. And one of our cellos recently was broken, and that's not cheap to replace. And it wasn't a problem. Mr. Meloche said, we'll take care of it. And they bought us a new cello for the program. Also, I said that we could really use a projector. So many things that we could do in the class. So many experiences that they're missing out on because we can't watch videos of different things related to orchestra. And I swear to you, within 20 minutes, I had an appointment with the tech crew from the board office. They came out and fitted the room, and we should be getting a screen, an overhead projector, and a really great sound system within about 3 weeks, I think it is. So thank you very much for our administration for supporting us. One very special thank you to the administration I wanted to mention was to Mr. McDavid. Sometimes he attends the concerts. I don't know if he's here tonight, but one of the things that we had been bummed about is that we had a very nice piano in the room that was needed elsewhere, and what we had left was not so great. And for the past couple of years, we've had some substandard piano equipment in the room, and that just grates on me because these kids work so hard. I mean, they practice. They're the ones that they travel. They win countless awards. They do all kinds of stuff. I played at Carnegie Hall last year. Come on. I said we really needed a piano that's nice, and so Mr. McDavid actually out of his discretionary funds that he did, his own personal discretionary funds for the district, spent thousands of dollars and bought us a very, very nice grand piano just for the classroom, and it's outstanding. So thank you very much to Mr. Dennis McDavid, our superintendent. One last really big thank you, and I want to make you stand up if she's here. Ms. Liz Rotner, would you stand up for us, please? Where are you? I'm going to put you on the spot here. Hi, Liz, don't go anywhere. I'm going to talk about you. I wanted to say that this woman right here has been the backbone of supporting your children for the past couple of years. When we started the Berkley Orchestra Association to support our kids specifically, she has been really the driving force behind so many things that you don't know about, from filing hundreds of papers with the IRS to getting the licenses to do 50-50 raffle tonight, fruit and nut sale, tag days, little things. I couldn't have done it without her. We could not have done this without you, Liz. Thank you very much for everything you've done for our students. Thank you. Well, in a moment, we're going to bring out the symphony orchestra, and it's a great concert so far. I love the flowers. Anyway, hope you're enjoying the show, and I'll see you soon.
What a night, huh? Yeah. Thank you. My name is Stephen, and this is Richard and James. And we just want to thank you all for coming out tonight. We appreciate you guys coming and supporting us and giving your Thursday evening to listening to us play. But we also want to take the time here to appreciate one very special member of our orchestra for this first semester. And so, Ms. Frakes, you want to come on over here? This is Ms. Frakes. Let's give her a hand. Ms. Frakes has been our student teacher this first semester, and so we just want to take a second here to appreciate her.
Yeah. Through this whole year, we really appreciated what Ms. Frakes has done for us, from conducting to playing violin with us and tuning. But the orchestra is pretty much a family, and we were really happy to have her as part of it this semester.
Yeah, one thing, go ahead. One thing that I noticed right away about Ms. Frakes was that just her attitude and her personality, and she just had a real fun personality about her. I mean, she comes in, you can see she just loves to laugh, and she comes in with a smile on her face. I don't know how she does it sometimes with us clowns over here, but she does, and so that's just really, really professional of her. And she's also very encouraging. Whenever we would make a mistake, I know it's difficult to think that we actually would, but she wouldn't be, rude about it or anything like that. She would always be very helpful and very kind, and that was very nice, and we really, really impressed by that. And just for her to come in and win us over, basically from day one, was just really good. James.
So we know that you will do awesome in your future, wherever you go. And to appreciate that, we brought you some gifts. We got you some flowers, a card, and some gifts.
Thank you all very much for coming. We hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Thank you.